states parties have sought to make this extremely simple and easy to report. This includes the simplified form, which just, as mentioned by various speakers, just asks states parties to tick a few boxes and to submit the form. So this is very simple. Another way of doing this is to simply send a note verbal from the permanent mission here, informing that you have no updated information to report from your previous report that your state has submitted.
We would welcome detailed information within your Article 7 reports on the progress in achieving an evidence-based baseline of contamination. We would ask that you annex your implementation work plans to your Article 7 reports. We would therefore ask states parties affected by improvised anti-personnel mines to report on such contamination. We request that to better assess progress and the remaining implementation challenge, states provide information in accordance with International Mine Action Standards, the IMAS. Action 23 and Action 24 asks that states parties requesting extensions to include costed and multi-year work plans for the extension period and multi-year plans for context-specific mine risk education and reduction. We would invite states to report on efforts to establish sustainable national capacities. We would also ask states that have completed the implementation of Article 5 to share information on their national sustainable capacity established to address any mined area identified after declaration of completion.
Like to draw your attention to a practical tool the committee developed following the adoption of Oslo Action Plan. Completing these checklists, states parties and the committee would be in a better position to gauge progress on and track the remaining challenges in implementation of victim assistance. The checklist is available in Arabic, English, French and Spanish. It is equally important for the committee to learn about the challenges you face in achieving the different objectives of the Oslo Action Plan. In reporting on your implementation of these actions, the committee would invite you to please include challenges encountered and plans to address them and any need for cooperation and assistance. The more specific the information provided in this regard, the better. There are several areas in which we would welcome increased information on implementation from relevant states parties. Some of the victim assistance actions of the Oslo Action Plan contain more than one commitment, such as actions 33, 35, 37, and 38. Reporting should consider all aspects of these and other actions. This will help us to ensure that we can clearly assess where we are in implementation of victim assistance.
As you can appreciate, the Oslo Action Plan contains 6 important actions which commit both affected state and state in a position to provide assistance and to strengthen implementation. Mobilization plan and use all mechanisms within the convention to disseminate information on challenges and requirements for assistance, including through the annual Article 7 transparency reports and by taking advantage of the individualized approach. And, where relevant, establish an appropriate national platform for regular dialogue among all stakeholders. We will ask that your Article 7 reports contain detailed information about your cooperation and assistance challenges and your outstanding requirements for assistance.
La medida 49 indica que todo Estado parte que aplique los artículos 4 o 5, que retenga o transfiera minas de conformidad con el artículo 3 y que no haya presentado un informe con arreglo al artículo 7, en el que se detallen los procesos realizados cada año, proporcionará, en estrecha cooperación con la Unidad de Apoyo a la Implementación, una actualización anual.
La perspectiva de género ya forma parte de la planificación y de los programas nacionales de muchos de los estados que están participando en este taller y de muchos otros. Sin embargo, también constatamos que muchos estados, parte de la convención, todavía no están acostumbrados a informar sobre estos esfuerzos en sus informes nacionales, o a veces informan sobre estos esfuerzos pero lo hacen parcialmente o no lo hacen de la manera correcta a la hora de elaborar sus informes nacionales. Los estados parte con capacidades para prestar asistencia, también tenemos obligaciones porque debemos apoyar y promover programas y actividades que integren la perspectiva de género y la diversidad. Todos los estados parte de la convención debemos tener en cuenta también el género y la diversidad a la hora de componer no solo nuestras delegaciones que asisten a las reuniones de la convención, sino también a la hora de componer los equipos que en los ámbitos nacionales van a estar encargados de implementar la convención y de implementar el plan de acción de Oslo. Pienso no solo en paneles, también en misiones de reconocimiento, en equipos locales de desminado, etc.
This will be the portal where states parties will go to their reporting section. Now allow me to just show you what the report would look like. Firstly, it is, as mentioned, it is designed in accordance with the Guide to Reporting, which is accessible to you. It starts simply with contact information, which you have to enter your contact information. It then sends you to the simplified form, which we discussed. As I mentioned, should your state have nothing unchanged, you could simply press unchanged, unchanged, or not applicable, unchanged. And then once you tick all the boxes unchanged, you could simply press submit from there. So this is the simplified form, the same as a simplified form, but on an online format. So you have national implementation efforts. You have stockpiled mines. This is very similar to what most of you who fill out forms on stockpiles would have seen. And it also has, of course, information on Oslo Action Plan or sections, so you can answer some questions on your implementation of the Oslo Action Plan commitments, such as the dates and plans to destroy stockpiled mines. Anti-personnel mines, the retained mines, it's very similar. It provides you with the usual quantitative tables, but it also provides you with some qualitative additional information, such as where to put information on your annual review, your efforts to explore alternatives, and as I mentioned, other aspects of the Oslo Action Plan. Similarly, the information on Article 5 implementation is the same. You can have administrative regions and add different administrative regions. You can add information on that specific administrative region that you're reporting on, and there's areas where the total challenge can be drawn out quickly. But again, it's a lot of qualitative and quantitative information that you can provide throughout the form, and you can annex any list of mined areas which you would like. Mine risk education has its own section. Beneficiary assistance, totals, again, shouldn't be unfamiliar to you. It also has the qualitative areas to add information on, for example, national mine action standards in place for mine risk education, sustainable national capacities for mine risk education, which are all Oslo Action Plan commitments. Again, technical characteristics of anti-personnel mines, which was in previous templates. Conversion of decommissioning of anti-personnel mine facilities, which was also in older templates. Victim assistance, the qualitative and the quantitative. Cooperation assistance. And then finally, other relevant matters. So what this does is really bring together the guide to reporting, the commitments that we acquired from action plans into one.